Prince come over here. All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Kakadash.
Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. Pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake that believers, the listeners who may have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. All right, we're the brothers GMS Mississippi Camp. I'm the brother Yasha Moth to my right.
Allah.
All right, and what we're going to go into today, all right, is dealing with Mount Zion, 144,000 men. Okay, what does that mean? You know we always go into the practical part, of running the kingdom, of running of empire. Okay, because what's happening in the earth, the Lord is transitioning empires. Okay, from Esau unto Jacob. Okay, as the scriptures say, Jacob's hand held fast, all right, the feet of Esau, which represents the end of Esau's rulership, his feet, okay? And our hand represents the strength and the establishing of our kingdom through Yahweh Shai, okay? And this is the transition that we're coming into, you know? So with that transition, there's going to be a new order of righteousness established in the earth, and we're going to go into that new order, that new righteous government under Yahweh Shai, brothers, even you sisters, man, what do you see all over the place now? 144. You see? Because we're in the transition. When you see 144, what does that mean? We see 144 everywhere. 414, 441, you know, 0144 is everywhere. Okay, you look at your phone, the time on the phone, it'd be 10:44, 11:44, 4:41, 1:44. The time. The Lord is showing this is their new government. He that have eyes to see, let them see. Okay, and we're gonna go into these things, man. All right, you got it, bro.
This is Revelations chapter 14, verse 1.
Yep.
And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion,
Yep.
and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads.
So we see 144,000 standing on Mount Zion. Mount represents a government, okay? And Zion to Zion in the Hebrew represents a memorial, okay? Because 144,000 men is going to be that great memorial of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai in the earth, man. Okay, and righteousness. And that lamb is who? Yahweh Shai, which is going to be the head of that government. You see? Yahweh Shai is going to be the head of that governing body of those 144,000 men. Okay, let's prove that lamb being the head of that government. Let's get that in Isaiah 9 and 6.
This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6.
Yep.
For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given.
Yeah, see, in this child being born, which is Yahweh Shai, that was the birth of our rulership. You see? That's the birth of that everlasting kingdom, because through him, all these things are going to be fulfilled. That's why you had Simeon, all right, in the temple. When you seen Yahweh Shai, like, I could die. I done seen the consolation of Israel, which is what? Consolation goes to our comfort. You see? Yahweh Shai is going to be that comfort, okay, to his people. All right, you had Anna. She was in the temple, but when she seen Yahweh Shai, she said, I can go in peace. I have seen the salvation. So that child being born, Yahweh Shai, all right, that was our rulership being born into the earth, man. Okay, but things had to play out. That was his first coming. His second coming, he's coming to rule. Okay, go ahead.
Unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder.
And the government, okay, the kingdom of heaven is going to be a functioning government. It's going to be a functioning government where the law, statutes, and commandments are going to be the standard enforced in the earth, man. Okay? The government shall be what?
upon his shoulder.
Upon his shoulder. So when you put someone on your shoulder, that means you're bearing it. Okay? Because he has the highest authority in his government, the highest rank in his government. Well, what does that come with? The most responsibility. You see? That's why the Heavenly Father dealt so rough with Yahushua, because he had the biggest responsibility. That's why Yahushua dealt so harshly with the disciples, because they was coming into what? Big responsibility. Okay, so Yahushua, the government shall be up on his shoulders, man, which means he's going to have the top rank, which comes with that top responsibility. Go ahead.
And his name shall be Wonderful Counselor, the mighty power, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
The Prince of Peace. Okay? Because we were speaking about that earlier. How is peace going to come? Through comfort. You know? Yahushua is going to establish that, man. Okay? He's going to conquer the earth. He's going to spoil the entire planet Earth on behalf of Israel, man, in the name of his Father, beginning with the elect. Okay, let's get that in, and this is why Herod felt so threatened by Yahushua's birth. Okay, let's get that in Matthew 2:6.
This is Matthew chapter 2, verse 6. And thou, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, art not the least among the princes of Judah?
Go ahead.
For out of thee shall come a governor.
There you go. A governor. Go ahead.
That shall rule my people Israel.
That shall rule my people Israel. Okay? And the disciples were being bred to be what? Joint heirs. Let's get Matthew 19 and 27. It all ties in together, man. You know?
This is Matthew chapter 19, verse 27.
Yep.
Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
Yep. Go ahead now. This is Peter asking about the reward. Go ahead.
Yahushua said unto them,
Yep.
Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory.
And so when Yahushua sits in his throne of glory, which is the throne of David, okay, which is going to be established in the earth. So when he sits on that top rank, his throne is going to represent the top rank in earth. Okay? And that's what that throne is going to represent. Alright? So when Yahushua sits his throne, and when you sit your throne, that means you're ready to judge and make decisions. Cases are being presented. You see? So he sits his throne. Go ahead.
Ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
So he's saying the disciples are going to sit on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? And that means making decisions, man. Okay? The decision makers. Alright? Everyone's not going to be in those councils. You know? Yahushua has his councils in the kingdom. You know, everyone's not going to be there. Okay? It's only going to be a select group of men. You know, and even with the 144,000 is going to be ranked, but there's going to be that top authority amongst Israel. Okay? And our people are going to be perfect, so it ain't mean that we're going to be stoning Jake, setting, the women on fire. Like, nah. This just means that when it comes to executive decision making, okay, those men are going to have the authority to do those things, man. All right, to set particular things in order to grant particular permission. Okay, it's gonna be a functioning kingdom. All right, it's gonna be a practical, functioning kingdom in the earth. It's just gonna be on the glory beyond this earth has ever seen. Okay, now, matter of fact, yeah, keep reading. Yep.
And everyone that have forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold.
Yep.
And shall inherit everlasting life.
Woo. See that? And it shows you the authority that Yahushua has. Everlasting life. Mm-hmm. But a king can grant you lands. So Yahushua gonna conquer the earth. You see? Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is a little, this 2-3 bedroom house. We got a little punk ass yard. You know, we finna lose. You see? Because America, you can cancel everything in America out. So really, we ain't got nothing. That's another mindset we gotta, maintain is that we don't have nothing here. We don't have nothing here. Okay? But Yahweh Shai, when he sits his throne, he's gonna be able to grant brothers, look, brother, you got this. This your portion of the earth. It's your portion of the earth. This how I want you to set this up. You do how you want. Just, follow this criteria. Brother, you set this up. This land got this in it. So we gonna, he's gonna be setting in order. He's gonna be giving man lands and titles. Like a king gives you a title. A king can make you a king. Within his realm.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I know you know we got something to say, bro.
I want to say a king was basically a god on earth. It was basically kind of like a god on earth, because if you came up to a king for judgment, he has the authority to imprison you or set you free.
Yep.
To kill you on the spot or let you go.
Yep.
That's the authority, brothers gonna get that make it. Yahweh's gonna give to them.
Yep.
That true authority. You can set up a village or destroy a village. You can set up a tower or destroy a tower.
Mm-hmm.
It's
matter of fact, you finished it?
There's just one more verse. Let me get it.
Yeah, you can read that, then jump to Ecclesiastes 8 and 5 real quick.
But many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first.
Yep. That's that great promotion. Okay? And it's gonna be the men, like right now, because most brothers is what? Just, working class men, which in this society is invisible, but it's all good, because when you understand we got coming, you don't trip off nothing. If you got $1 billion trust fund, okay, you're not tripping about nothing. The teacher saying, look, you ain't gonna be nothing in life, man. You ain't studying that shit. Your peers talking about it because you ain't got the name brand, but you got this $1 billion trust fund when you turn. Like, nigga, I'm not studying none of this shit, man.
That's like having an inheritance you can only get at a certain age.
Yep.
Like, people might be downing you, saying you ain't nothing. They can't see it, but you know what you gonna receive at that certain age.
Yeah,
so you ain't tripping.
Yeah, you ain't tripping.
You like, okay, you say that now, but when I'm in my power, I ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah.
What was that you want?
Ecclesiastes 8 and 5.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 5.
It might be, let me see. I just read it. Yeah, verse 4. Yeah. One verse. Yeah.
Verse 4. Where the word of a king is, there is power, and who may say unto him, what doest thou?
Yeah. And that's the authority Yahweh Shai coming with. And that's the authority that he's going to give his men. Our word is going to have power, in our rulership. Okay? We want a bridge made out of white halide from here to there. We just say it. It got to be done. Okay? We want, all the lights, in our province to be blue for this month, for this time period. We say it. Okay? These brothers gonna have that authority, man. And Yahweh Shai, when he comes back, like I say, as a king, a king gives you titles, a king gives you land, a king gives you revenue. Okay? Brother, this is what your land rich in this, so you gonna get all the revenue. That's what Yahweh Shai is coming to establish, man. It's practical. You gotta get out of fairy tale land. Okay, it's not a book, a fairy tale book, man. This is a book about inheritance. Okay, so let's go back to let's get Luke 2 and 28, then we go back to Revelation 14.
That way Yahweh Shai, he's coming to give you true authority. You don't have authority in this world.
Nah.
You think that car is yours, but they can come and take it anytime they want you. They can pick you out your house anytime they want to.
Mm-hmm. We one argument with our woman from losing every goddamn thing. One argument, goddamn. You on the brother couch, goddamn. Talked all that shit. curl up on the goddamn couch, man. You know, he got it, bro.
This is Luke chapter 2, verse 28.
Yeah.
Then took he him up in his arms and blessed the Most High and said, Lord.
Luke 22 and 28. Yeah.
Okay, 22. This is Luke chapter 22, verse 28. Ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations.
Just speaking of who? The disciples, which they are part of what? 144,000. They follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. You see that? Go ahead.
And I appoint unto you a kingdom,
Yep.
as my Father hath appointed unto me.
So as Yahweh Shai has been given everything, he's going to appoint, okay? He's going to appoint a kingdom unto his men. All right? That's what Yahweh Shai is going to, when he comes back, that's what he's going to do, because the king is, the kingdom is appointed to Yahweh Shai. He's coming to take that what his father done gave him. That's why his father gave him all power to be able to conquer the kingdom. Remember, as a king, everyone that's under you, it's your responsibility to make sure they have the resources that they need to carry out your orders. Okay? So what did Yahweh say was given unto him? All power is given unto me in heaven and earth. So he has he has all the resources he needs to come take the kingdom. And part of his resources also 144,000. Those men, those particular spirits was given to Yahweh Shai. And those are some powerful spirits. You know, it's just we need, Lord willing, we'll let number, we need what? Chains of darkness. Because it hold back the spirit that's within us. But as we get closer to the end, the Lord gonna crank that spirit up, man. You know? Those are those elite spirits whom the Lord has given Yahweh Shai, man, to fulfill the Lord's will, the Most High's will. Okay? Which is a righteous, all right, existence beginning with the earth being ruled in righteousness, man. All right? Yep, keep going.
That ye may eat and drink at my table.
That you may eat and drink at my table. Go ahead.
In my kingdom, and sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
So a seat at the table, all right, that's for the 144,000 that's going to have those seats at Yahweh Shai's table, man. Okay? Making those decisions. Okay? Assisting Yahweh Shai in ordering and keeping things in check, man. That's how kingdoms run. Okay? That's how empires are ran. There are people, the king delegates his authority, all right, to men under him. And those men check in. You see? Let's get there. Matter of fact, let's get there. 1 Chronicles 28 and 1. And read in the NLT too. You got the blue limb?
Nah.
Okay, I got it. Let me pull it up real quick. All right. So, read 1 Chronicles 28. Read it in the KJV. Then let's go to the NLT.
Which one? Verse 1?
Yeah, verse 1.
Okay, this is 1 Chronicles chapter 28, verse 1. And David assembled all the princes of Israel, the princes of the tribes, and the captains of the companies that ministered to the king by course, and the captain over 1,000, and the captain over 100, and the stewards over all the substance and possession of the king, and his sons with the officers, and with the mighty men, and with all the valiant men unto Jerusalem.
So King David is calling what? All his officers. Okay? All his princes within his realm. Because King David was king, but he would have a prince in this province, a prince in this province, prince in this province, a head of the tribe of Ephraim, a head of the tribe of Naphtali. It was ordered. Now read it in the NLT.
This second, 1 Chronicles chapter 28, verse 1, NLT. David summoned all the officials of Israel to Jerusalem, the leaders of the tribes, the commanders of the army division, the commanders of the army divisions, the other generals and captains, the overseers of royal properties, and livestock.
The overseers of royal properties and livestock. Okay? Brothers are going to have particular responsibilities that they're over in the kingdom, man. Okay? He called all his officers, man. He summoned. You see? And Yahweh Shai is going to sit on the throne of who?
David.
He's going to order his, Yahweh Shai is going to order his kingdom, 12 tribes. It's going to be leaders of Ephraim in the kingdom, leaders of Naphtali, leaders of Issachar. They got to check in. It might be a council where it's just Yahweh Shai and the 12 leaders from each of the tribes. Okay? It might be some councils where it's all 144,000. It might be some council where it's just men that's over this resource. Certain council where it's men that's over this resource, men that's over these people. You see? It's going to be an ordering. Okay? That's what those 144,000 men represent, those top officials under Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is going to be the king of kings. Those 144,000 is going to be those assistants, those direct assistants to Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? Yes, I'm saying.
I want to say, yeah, because I mean, it's a thing the elder brother Kazak brought out about these levels of planets, you know, civilizations, and you know, you can see Yahweh Shai, you know, calling on another brother how he want this planet to run, how he want that planet to run, and this at that certain time of existence.
Mm-hmm.
You see that because they're gonna be major king, you know, that authority and that power coming with major responsibility and reward.
Yeah, because it's like the 144,000 are going to be the most capable spirits under Yahweh Shai. If you are an owner of a company, you want to get the most capable, okay, man to be what their CEO that has the most capability, that has, you know, a big capacity when it comes to organization. Okay? That's what Yahweh Shai is doing with the 144,000. That's why brothers said we gotta come out of our shells, man. Like we really gotta start maneuvering and running our little domain here as if, you know, we're already in these positions, man. You know, start ordering things around us, putting things in order, man. Okay? Because when Yahweh Shai, when it's time for us to check in, Yahweh Shai don't want to hear about no goddamn chaos, man. He's just gonna say what he want done, and that's it. They ain't gonna want to hear no goddamn excuses. That's why the men that hear the talent, Yahweh Shai, got rid of that nigga, man. Okay? And just like we got this grace period, we gotta show ourselves capable, man. we putting on, man. We're fighting to be one of these men. You know? Yeah, finished it. Yeah.
And the palace officials, the mighty men, and all the other brave warriors in the kingdom.
Yeah, so King David had everything in order. Okay, all 12 tribes, and he was running the government. Okay, now let's go back to Revelation 14:1. So we gotta get an understanding, because see, we finna some of us are gonna we're finna be in position where we're gonna lose everything based on what we believe. So we have to fully understand what we believe. Okay? Some brothers, some believers are gonna be faced with death. Okay? Based on what we believe. So we have to have a full understanding of what we believe to paint, the spirit just trying to paint a picture beyond this is an existence, a kingdom that's beyond this shit here that we dwell in now. Okay? Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 14, verse 1.
Yep.
And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads.
Yeah, that's the name of the Father and the Son. Being worthy of those names, pretty much that authority, which our mind is geared towards the will of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Okay? Go ahead.
And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and the voice as the voice of a great thunder.
Yep.
And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps.
Yep. Go ahead.
And they sung as it were a new song
And
before.
this the doctrine, because pretty much brothers are like a live band. Because a live band, what you would have your lead singer, then he would be surrounded with instruments. Okay, so you have a brother speaking, then you have what men bringing out precepts, giving a note. Cause this brother got a certain sound, this brother got a certain sound. Okay, it's like a live band, and then sometimes you have a duet. Two brothers kind of going back and forth speaking. Okay, precepts coming out, man. This is that new song that's being played. Okay, the full understanding of it's refreshed. Okay, go ahead.
And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth.
So no one can learn the song fully except the 144,000, because there's things that the Lord, is showing those men that He's not showing to everyone. Okay, we speak on particular things, but a lot, some things we don't speak on because hey, it's only meant, for that counsel. Matter of fact, get that in uh, St. John 15, and then if we do speak on it, because we speak on everything, like everything that's revealed to us, we speak on it. Let me rephrase that. We speak on it, but only the 144,000 are going to fully get it. It's going to fully click. The believers, they're going to believe and they're going to be fully persuaded and they're going to go all out for what they believe. Okay, but the 144,000 fully get what's happening. Okay, we're fully understanding, the Heavenly Father through Yahushua, man. Okay, look at that St. John 15 and 15.
If I may say,
You got it, bro.
We constantly, this new song, we constantly listen to it over and over again. Like you do a real song, you get the you know the song by heart. So when that time comes, the time of Jacob's trouble, and you face with something you read about, you won't be afraid because you know what's about to happen. You know what the reward is on the hereafter, on the way back.
Okay.
This is John chapter 15, verse 15. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servants knoweth not what his Lord does, but I have called you friends, for all the things I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you.
All the things that the Heavenly Father told Yahushua, He made known to the disciples, which were part of that 144,000.
That secret counsel.
That exclusive, because it's not a secret counsel.
Oh,
it's an exclusive counsel.
Yeah.
It's just exclusive, man. And that's why you go to get that in Psalm 60, 65 and 4. Okay? He revealed His secret unto who? His servants, the prophets.
It's Psalm.
You got it, bro.
It's Psalm 65. Verse 4.
Yep.
Blessed is the man whom thou choosest and cause it to approach unto thee, that he may dwell in thy courts. He shall be satisfied with thy goodness of thy house, even of thy holy temple.
So blessed is he whom thou choosest to approach unto thee and dwell in thy holy courts. And those 144,000 men are dwelling in those courts, man. Even when we amongst brothers, fellowship in those off-camera conversations and all that, those spiritual conversations and, revelations and them points that come out, that's because that's the courts of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay, everybody was not in the courts, man. But one thing about it, when you was in those courts, you was held to a high standard and you was held to high responsibility, man. To whom much is given, much is required. Okay, so everything balances out. So let's go back to Revelation 14. See, when you was in the courts, you can see the vision that the king had for the nation. You know, you in the king's courts, you can really see the vision and his intent that he got for the nation. Okay, you was privy to that. You see, just like hey, we see, you know, through the mysteries of the scriptures. Okay, we see what the Lord is doing. We see, all right, how the Lord is moving and what He has for His people, man. That's why, you know, IUIC teaching that madness of, you know, Jake that don't keep the laws gonna, you know, just be they gonna sleep for 1,000 years and then they gonna wake up and go to hell. You know, they not in the courts. You see, they not in the courts, man. They don't understand the true vision. Niggas on the outside just guessing what they talking about in there. And niggas say you gonna go to sleep. I heard them. They say you gonna go to sleep 1,000 years, and you know, and you gonna wake up and burn in hell. Like they not in the courts. Okay? When you in the courts, you fully understand the intention and the mindset of the king, man. Okay? Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women.
Yep.
For they are virgins.
Yep. And see, one thing about it, kinglish standards is what? Someone that's undefiled. Like if you was defiled, you're done. Like a woman, you know, you were defiled, you had one man, you not even considered. Okay, but this is in the spirit, and we're not defiled with, all right, other philosophies. Okay, so we're going to be with those spiritual virgins. All right, not defiled. No other philosophy has penetrated us, man. Okay, so we're what those spiritual virgins. All right, which is what kingly standards. You see? Go ahead.
These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and to the Lamb.
They're the first fruits. Now you get that word first fruits. Okay. Which is a parquet. Now it says in definition 3, just the point, it says persons superior in excellence to others of the same class. You see? Because we all Israelites, but see, there's a superior, all right, there's a superior, okay, sect of spirits, the 144,000, all right, that the Lord has created them superior. See, you just made superior. Okay, because one thing about it, you can soup up, okay, you know, you can soup up a Ford Fiesta all you want, but it's still not gonna be able to deal with a Ferrari or a Lamborghini. It ain't gonna beat it because it's just not it's not built like that. Those 144,000, they're built. It's in them. Okay. When those spirits was created, there was just a lot more poured into those spirits from creation. That's what makes them superior. You see? So superior is how you come out. Like when you come out the factory, that's how you built like that, man. You know? So that's why you got, you know, I say the certain cars with LE, the SE, the SS, you know, they built a certain way. They just how they built. It is what it is. Like they built like that. So that's how those 144,000 spirits are. They came off the assembly line different. You know? You got it, bro.
That's what the scripture says. He's coming for the elect out of the house of Israel, because Israel is the elect. But he coming for that special cluster out of the house.
Which is gonna be 1/3 included in that as well. You know, you have 144,000, then you have the rest of the 1/3 men, women, and children. That's a part of the elect. Okay, but of the elect, you have the 144,000. Okay, and said what they follow the Lamb whithersoever he goes. How? Through mindset. Matter of fact, get that in Philippians 2. Was it 4?
4.
Yeah, being conformed.
This is Philippians chapter 2, verse 4. Look not every man unto his own things, but every man also on the things of others.
Because that's how Yahweh Shai moved. Yahweh Shai's life was dedicated to what the doctrine, being, building the foundation, for the men that was going to carry on their legacy, all right, of teaching and preaching, until it was time for him to become a sacrifice. And that's how we move, man. Our life is dedicated to edifying the body. That's our life now. you know, like when we go out to the world, we make our little money moves or do whatever. That's still predicated around being freed up to edify the body. Okay, go ahead.
Let this mind be in you, which also in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, so that we have the mind of Yahweh Shah Hamashiach being being formed in us, man. That's how we're following him through mindset. Because, when you look at a training video, you want to be built a certain way. So you look up somebody on YouTube, and what do? You follow the moves they make. You follow their training. Okay? That's what we're doing in the spirit with Yahweh Shah. We're following how he moved. Okay? He was hated. You see? He was looked at as a joke. He was afflicted, and he was looked at as crazy. You see, he was fully dedicated. He took losses for the ministry. You see, so we're following that same path because we're being conformed into Yahweh Shai. So we have to follow that path Yahweh Shai took, man, which is the straight gate. Okay, yeah. So that was it on that.
Oh, you ain't want the rest?
Nah, that was it.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get that in Romans 8:29. So I said.
It's Romans chapter 8, verse 29.
Mm-hmm.
From whom he did foreknew, he also predestinate to.
Yeah, go ahead.
He also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren.
Yeah. So who he did foreknew, he predestinated. So the 144,000 spirits was already predestinated to start, within this time to being conformed to Yahweh Shai. To start moving and thinking like Yahweh Shai. That's why the scriptures say what if you be risen with Yahweh Shai, set your affection on things above.
Mm-hmm.
You see, now we have a different affection now. We don't have the affection of this world. Like we're becoming literally dead to this world, man. Dead. No cares at all about this world, this society, the people in it. Nothing, man. We locked in like Yahweh Shai was, man. That's why Yahweh Shai was locked in, man. His life was dedicated to the mission, man. And we are starting to become more and more like that as we grow in the spirit, man, being dedicated to the mission, man. Those 144,000, those men are going to be tapped in on another level. Okay? Let's get that in, go back to Revelation 14:5.
This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
And in their mouth was found no guile,
Yep.
For they are without fault before the throne of the Most High.
Yeah, so they are found without fault before the throne of the Most High. Said no guile, and guile goes into deception. We have nothing to deceive, because we're not here for gain. Yahweh Shai wasn't here for gain in this world.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and once you believe in what you got coming, you're not here to try to heap up women to yourself, try to chase the bag through the ministry, make merchandise of the ministry. Like, nah. Then and when you start having kingly standards, you for sure don't want nothing from this society, man. You see? You're like, I'm good. Like, nah, I'm gonna just teach in sincerity, man. I'm not trying to gain anything, man. I just want to teach the righteousness to Israel, man. That becomes the mindset of the 144,000. We're not here to extort you, to sell you anything, to sweet talk you, and bullshit head. Nah, man, we here to just preach this word, man, and truth and sincerity, man. You know, let's get that in Revelation 21, dealing with that temple. Get it 21 and start at 15.
This is Revelation chapter 21, verse 15. And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof.
Yeah, because Jerusalem is going to be an actual city. Okay, that's going to be built. Okay, but then when you read this in the spirit, it's going to go into those 144,000 men. Go ahead.
And the city lieth 4 squares, and length is as large as the breadth.
Yep.
And he measured the city with the reed 12,000 furlongs. The length and breadth and the height of it are equal.
Go ahead.
He measured the wall thereof 144 cubits.
144 cubits. Okay, the wall. Okay. And what does that wall do, man? Okay, it's a protector. You see? Go ahead.
According to the measure of a man.
According to the measure of what?
A man.
Go ahead.
That is of the angel.
That is of the angel. Okay, because that governing body, all right, because a city is a people. It's people. Okay, then it becomes a place. All right, let's get that in Sirach 10 and 1. You see? And what's going to happen is righteousness is going to be the standard, because righteousness is going to be established in the highest authority under Yahweh Shai. And it's going to trickle down. The reason people so grimy, even when you go, how niggas act, that's because Esau is a grimy nigga. Like these elites, they grimy niggas, man. That's why that's the culture of this society, because of the people that run it. Okay? It's everybody's shiesty, everybody's getting over, you never really, everybody give you a fluff story. When people sell themselves, they don't give you the, they give you the, how Esau do a movie on, Alexander the Greek, but he really gonna go into the nigga shit he was doing, the wicked, or Julius Caesar. He don't go into the niggas, the debacker. They just give you this cute little story. That's how people do. Like you meet, deal with a woman, what she gonna give you that little watered down person, But that's how this society, niggas give you they little, everybody give you this little, it's all a facade, it's fake, because the people up top is a facade and fake, man. Okay, Esau is an imposter. That's why you have people being such goddamn imposters in the world, man. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
The government of a prudent man is well ordered. So that government, Yahweh Shai, 144,000, is going to be well ordered. And now, what are we doing now? We instructing the people. Okay, and wisdom is setting the elect in order. Okay, the Lord is forming a government. He's getting the government together first, man. Then he's going to come with the war. But he already is going to have a government in place after the war. That's why because really the chariots is our contingency plan. Because you have a contingency saying, let's say it's nuclear war, where you have certain government officials, top engineers, and top scholars. They got bunkers that they will go into. So when the destruction is over, they can come out and set up order again. You see? Well, we're going to be in those chariots while the Yahweh Shai is destroying, okay? And when the earth and everything is laid flat, and after we finish what we're doing on the chariots, we're going to come down and establish order. Okay, the 144,000 represent their government after the destruction, man. Okay, go ahead.
As the judge of the people is himself,
Yep,
so are his officers,
yep.
and in what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Yeah, so just as the judge of the city are his officers, man, and we're going to be likened to the officers of Yahweh Shai.
Hmm.
Okay, and every realm that the brother rule, the people are going to be likened unto their brother. You see? Can you read?
An unwise king destroyeth his people.
An unwise king destroyed his people. Look at the situation we in. Families destroyed, marriages destroyed, women destroyed, whole generation of children destroyed, gone, through. Why? Because of an unwise king. He destroys the foods, the air, the water, the animals. Everything is in destruction mode under this man. You see? Let's go from there. Let's get Wisdom Solomon 6 and 24. Then we'll close it with the Isaiah 2:1. But let's get Wisdom Solomon 6 and 24.
This is Wisdom Solomon 6, chapter 6, verse 24.
Yep.
But the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world.
Yep.
And a wise king is upholding of the people.
Woo! Read it again.
But the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world.
The multitude of the wise. What's that multitude? 144,000 under Yahweh Shai. You see? That's gonna be the welfare of the world. That's gonna benefit the earth and the people in it. Because even after 1,000 years, all right, the heathens are going to enjoy a righteous kingdom, excluding Esau. He's going to be cut out the picture, man. Okay? Go ahead.
A wise king is the upholding of the people.
It's the upholding of the people. Okay? And that's the order that's coming to the earth, man. Yahweh Shai, reigning in righteousness, man. And then 144,000, those first fruits, are going to be those capable men, okay, which was predestined from the beginning to be joint heirs, man. Okay. Let's get that in Isaiah 2:1. Let's see if we ended there.
This is Isaiah chapter 2, verse 1. The word that Isaiah, the son of Amoz, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains.
Yep, so this is Israel being an exalted government in the earth. Go ahead.
And shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
All nations gonna flow unto it, the government of Israel. Okay? This is post-war. Okay? This is when these nations are going to see this is the way. Okay? Because when the brother was talking, whoever wins the war, that's who wins the influence of the earth. Okay? When the Babylonians, all right, ousted the Assyrians, they had the influence in the earth. That was the top culture, Babylonian culture. When the Medo-Persians ousted the Babylonians, that became the top culture in the earth. That was the influence of the earth. Okay? When the Greeks ousted the Persians, that became the top influence in the earth. Okay? That's why you have in that region so many Greek-speaking, nations even today. Why? Because you can look at the earth and you can see remnants of who all was in power. Okay? We speak English and Spanish because of who? Okay, those empires are the Spanish and Britain. You see, the America's a spin-off of that. So you can see who's in power. You can even see who's been in power by the influence that's in the earth still, man. You had something.
Yeah, you can see that, you can see it now. Like, America, Babylon the Great, has influence of the earth. what in all these other countries, what do you see? You see Japanese, you see these other, you see Amer, you see all these other nations in the doggone suit.
Mm-hmm.
He has influence over the world.
Mm-hmm.
They go after his ways. You know, there's no honor or in marriage anymore.
Hmm? Come on, dude. Oh boy,
You see,
you got it, bro.
they become more materialistic. It's all about it's all about getting over each other, making war with each other, and and that what Esau was all about, warring with each other and all that. You see, his influence is over the world, so the world acts like him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's my point.
Yeah, but see, we going to the flip. Well, earth is gonna imitate righteousness, man. Okay, a righteous Israelite man. That's gonna be the standard of a man. But like you say, the suit and tie. Because what Esau is the standard of prosperity. When niggas get money, who they dress like?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when niggas get money, they start smoking cigars and drinking scotch. You know, to imitate who? Because that's the top standard of a man. Elam, when he come over here, who he start moving and maneuvering like, man? Goddamn Edomite, man.
You start you probably never ate in your life. You start eating something tartar or
Yeah,
a doggone lobster.
calamari and shit, octopus and shit. Okay, you got it, bro.
Verse 3. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the Most High of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and he will walk in his, and we will walk in his path. And for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Yeah, so the order, okay, the standard that's going to be established in earth is going to flow from Jerusalem, right, which is going to be the capital of the earth, okay, which is where we're going to rule out of those 144,000 men, because brothers going to have estates all over the earth, but their centralized, all right, location is going to be Jerusalem, man. We're going to be summoned in, Yahushua summoned in 144,000 from around the earth come to Jerusalem. Brothers going to have their estates in Jerusalem, man. Jerusalem going to be huge. Okay? This what, this is what we're coming into. This is going to be a reality. Okay? You got to be able to see it. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 4. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks.
Yeah, they gonna beat their swords into plowshares, which means what? Ain't no more war. Trying to go to work. Well, you finna go to war with this garden. Goddamn Lapidus mine. That's what you finna go to war with. Okay, just cotton. Okay, silk, linen. That's what you finna go to war with. Agriculture, nigga. You don't need no 9 AR. Nah, nigga. You finna go to work. Okay, only thing you need to bring is your back. Okay, go ahead.
Nation shall not lift up sword against nation.
Yep.
Neither shall they learn war anymore.
Yeah, and that's why Yahushua known the Prince of what?
Peace.
Because that war atmosphere is gonna be done. Okay, it's gonna be correction and correct because it's gonna be one way. See, war, it takes a back and forth to be a war. Ain't gonna be no back and forth. When the nation get out of line, there's gonna be a correction. Okay, ain't gonna be no back and forth. Okay, go ahead. That was it. That was it. And that's the point. We just want to bring those things out in the spirit, just to bring out that understanding. Okay, what's the 144,000? Those men was created for a particular purpose, and it was to aid Yahushua in his rulership. Okay, hence joint heirs. Okay, so Lord will, you brothers and You few sisters was edified. Once again, we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples for his younger brothers. And peace and blessed salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.